Chicago! Welcome to the Chicago Sports Podcast presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. Download that app and use promo code CHGO when you sign up. Welcome to the show, everyone. I am Kevin Kaduk, head of content at CHGO, here as always with Luke Stuckmeyer, and we're also going to be joined by Kacy Standohar and Lawrence Benedetto. We are all remote today because we have our big Friendsgiving party at CHGO down at the offices tonight. So we thought we'd get this one in at home and rest up for what is going to be a big night, giving thanks for all the friends that we've made at CHGO and over this year. So, Luke, are you looking forward to it?
I heard they are getting the dance floor ready. That's really why we're remote. They're working on a massive dance floor because so many people have gotten Jordans and killer vibes and moves in the last couple of weeks that they want to make sure that they have some place to display their game. That's what. Is it
going to be one of those dance floors that opens up and there's a pool underneath, like in It's a Wonderful Life, right?
Yeah. Well, I heard Jake's working on that, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get the pool in time or not.
That would probably be big news for our neighbors below us.
Yeah, it would.
Like they think they have problems with us playing ping pong and cornhole. Like wait until Jake shows up with a shovel and a hose.
We rented an Airbnb for spring training one year as a company at one of my old jobs, and one of the guys had his wife come out, and they went in the jacuzzi tub and actually flooded the Airbnb. And that is one of those moments you will never forget as a coworker.
Are we going to get names here? You're not going to name names, are you?
No, I'm not. Law knows the guy, though. Law knows the person.
I do?
Oh, you do.
Interesting.
You can talk the party later.
Circa 2005.
Go White Sox.
As a current coworker, I appreciate and value your discretion, Luke.
might need it come Friday morning for some people.
You never know.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
Might need it.
And we've got a great show today.
Go ahead.
We've got a great show today. I stayed up late last night putting together a quiz of Chicago quarterbacks. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But first, I want to remind everyone. This will be fun for everyone. Everyone watching.
Not for us.
Yeah. I want to remind everyone about our Packers tailgate coming up on Sunday. It's our biggest one of the season. We want numbers out there. Even if we don't know who's going to be quarterbacking the team, it's still going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have sausages from Greenridge Farm, beer from Goose Island, which we'll probably need to stomach that quarterback play. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So I think this is our fourth one. I was not at the Detroit one, but looking forward to this one. Going to bundle up. And we also made a big announcement yesterday. Our first official CHGO Bulls takeover is happening on Friday night, December 16th. We're going to start off at Crossroads Tavern here in the West, or there in the West Loop, I guess. And your ticket package, if you go to all CHGO and click through the links over there, we'll get you a ticket to the game in section 314, pregame drinks at Crossroads, and a shuttle to the game. And it's going to be a lot of fun. They're playing the Knicks, so I feel pretty confident they might be able to. Friday night rivalry game. I mean, as close as the Bulls have to a rival, probably. It's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you get in on that as well. And diehards get 20% off both the tailgate and the takeover and whatever merch you want to buy for the coming holidays. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
And if the opponent has a player that scores 51 points in 3 quarters, everybody gets 50% off. Is that another part of the deal? We can't afford to do that because there's always a chance it happens.
Goodness gracious.
I don't know the Knicks necessarily have a scorer at that level, so maybe. I mean, if someone's watching this and wants to bring it up, I will give you that 50% off for, 3 weeks from now. So we will talk about the Bulls a little later on. Not great vibes around the Bulls lately. A lot of national people are calling them for them to tank. So we're going to address those people a little later in the show. And Casey's going to be on with Scroll Stoppers. We're going to talk about Russell Wilson. Going to talk about Luke's new kicks and a few other things. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But first, it is time for the ultimate Chicago quarterbacks quiz.
Is it really?
It is time right now, and I want you guys. I want you guys to do as well as you can. Everyone watching, or people listening at home, I want you guys to play along. We're going to give people some time to also figure things out. Guys in the chat, if you want to help Luke and Lawrence out, feel free. We're not, I'm not giving Luke a 50% off coupon if he finishes first in this. It's just for bragging rights.
I give myself I'm going to put the over/under on correct answers for me at 0.5, and I'm going to take the under.
Yeah, I don't
understand why you don't like this, Lawrence, because you're around the office every day and you're throwing out like crazy names. I think you've mentioned Enrico Ciccone on this podcast like
Ciccone,
2 or 3 different times.
Love
Jim
Enrico
Cummins.
Ciccone.
Like, there's just no way you can't tell me. Like,
I don't know, man. Craig Krenzel, what the hell? I don't know.
He's already cheating. He's cheating. I'm
How
telling you,
is
he's
knowing
studying.
Craig Krenzel's
studying.
name
He's a
cheating?
cheater.
I don't understand what that means.
All right.
The cheater.
All right. Well, let's get into it.
The reason we're doing this is because Trevor Siemian last Sunday became the fourth quarterback since Jim McMahon to start a game for the Chicago Bears.
Sweetness.
There's a possibility that either Nathan Peterman or the great Tim Boyle could become quarterback number 35 if Justin Fields and Trevor are not able to go on Sunday. So this is what we call a news peg, fellas. It's a news peg.
I worked with Tim Boyle. I mean, Pat Boyle for like 16 years.
I worked with Tim Doyle for like 10 years. So
Tim Doyle, that's right. You know how this is how you know it's bad when you can make a Jeopardy question like, who is Tim Doyle? And it could be the $1,000 question. When you start stealing guys off the quarterbacks off the Detroit Lions practice squad, you have officially hit rock bottom as a franchise. When you're taking the Lions practice squad quarterback and putting him in your starting lineup, there is no lower point in NFL history.
Or you could say that's an ingenious way to tank Luke.
Brilliant. That's what I'm for. I wanted them to beat the Packers, and I thought, well, Fields could play and they could beat Rodgers. I'd really love to stick it to Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Listen, the best thing for them is he's out for a while. They lose. Don't blow the number 2 pick in the draft at this point. Why would you do that? I know the players aren't going to not want to try, but honestly, if you put Pat Boyle back there at quarterback, you're pretty much saying that you are tanking, and that is just fine by me. Now that the number 2 pick, if you would have said going into the season, Justin Fields is going to show us that he is potentially a star quarterback. He's proven he has star potential and that he could be finally the first star quarterback we've had in my entire lifetime. And you're able to get the number 2 pick in the same draft, in the upcoming draft. There's no better scenario for the Bears in this season than that happening. Not once they started tanking and trading guys away.
That's probably right. And yet my inner meatball is going to be living and dying with every snap if it's a close game, because they've only beat Aaron Rodgers 5 times in the last 15, 16 years, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like, I want another one against him. And it could be his last time here. So if we embarrass them, I don't hate it. I'll be fine.
I suggested yesterday that the Bears knock Rodgers out of the game. That would be the nice send-off, to send him off limping off the field. You can boo him forever. And then they bring in Love, and you let those cornerbacks just let him have a field day, so that the Packers start to believe that he's the future of the franchise. And then when he sucks next year, you can be like, never mind. We did that on purpose.
And there's a problem with this theory, is that what would happen is that Love shows out, becomes the next Mike White against this terrible Bears defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the Packers trick someone into trading him for him. And then, because obviously they're not, I'm sorry, Aaron Rodgers,
you're right about
dead
that.
money,
Rodgers
the dead
cap
money is like $59 million next year.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is going to be here next year owning the Bears again. So it's like, we don't need to, All this
He's not
like
gonna own
he's
them
not
next year.
retiring. He's not leaving. We're stuck with him. Okay.
He's not retiring because he's got like 60 million reasons why he should come back and play.
Yeah.
And although he's totally weird and out there, 60 million.
Yeah, and the Packers can't move that. There's no team can possibly be that dumb to take on all that money. So, and yeah,
Now that the Denver Broncos are $250 million into Russell Wilson, I agree with that sentiment. So,
that's right.
Hey, let's get on with this quiz. We advertise a quiz. We're giving a quiz.
Quiz time.
34 quarterbacks out there.
How we do it?
Question number 1. Name the 2 Chicago Bears quarterbacks since Jim McMahon who attended the University of Notre Dame.
Pause. Do we have to
do we both
raise
answer?
our hand? What's going on here?
I think you can just say it out loud.
If we have a guess, do I shout my name?
Do you want to work through it together?
Sure.
Got one.
Okay.
Is it Rick Meyer?
Rick Meyer is one.
High five, Luke. And then the second one is going to be.
I do know him.
Did Kaiser ever play for the Bears?
No.
You probably should have.
Jimmy Clausen.
Jimmy Clausen. You
Well
guys
done.
are 1 for 1.
Good job. See, look, we're awesome. This is great. This is the best quiz ever.
Ding, 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 ding. There should be
Question
confetti
number
coming
2.
down.
Name the quarterback who started Mike Ditka's last game as coach in 1992. It was the season finale against the Dallas Cowboys.
I mean, my guess would be Doug Flutie, but that seems too easy.
That's way too light. Doug Flutie was
way
long
too
gone.
early.
92.
Quarterback in 1992. So take yourself back to college.
I mean, is Cade McNown even a Bear yet at this point? I don't think so.
Doug Flutie is actually not part of the 34 because McMahon started games after Flutie. So.
No, I don't think it's
Moses
that
Moreno.
old.
I don't know.
Moses Moreno seems.
That's way.
Seems later.
Way before Moses' time.
Yeah.
This is 1992.
1992 quarterback. Is Jim Miller the quarterback in 92?
Should we go with Luke's guy, Peter Tom Willis?
Oh, P.T. Willis. P.T. Willis.
P.T. Willis is a good guess. It's along those lines, but it's not Peter Tom.
Wait, let's check the comments.
Pride of
here,
Florida
see if
State.
anyone's helping me out here.
Somebody says Harbaugh.
Harbaugh.
Jimmy Harbaugh. They're all
Harbaugh's
guessing
a couple
Harbaugh.
guesses.
All right.
Let's go Harbaugh.
It's not Harbaugh. It is Will Furr.
Will Furr. Oh, wow.
Oh, goodness.
Lefty.
His one start for the Bears, he was 9 for 20 for 89 yards and 3 interceptions. He was a 4th-round draft pick that year out of Virginia Tech.
Yeah, and I think a lefty, if I remember correctly.
think so.
Kind of a short lefty.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Supposed to be
Question number 3. Name the quarterback who made 3 Pro Bowls with the Seattle Seahawks in the 1980s.
Dave Craig.
Great job. Small hands. Smells like cabbage. All right. Name the 5 quarterbacks who were drafted in the 1st round by the Bears.
McNown.
McNown is 1.
Aiden McNown is 1.
I assume
Rex
Justin
Grossman
Fields.
is 1.
Justin
did you say?
Fields gets to just Fields count?
Yeah. Rex Grossman is 1. That's 3. Shane Matthews, 4. No.
Not Shane Matthews.
Okay. Who do we have? We have Cade McNown,
Grossman and
Mitch.
Fields.
Grossman
Mitch.
and Fields. Well, Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah.
Mitch is 4.
And the 5th one, 1st-round draft pick, Bears quarterback that obviously was a bust. This is
Not a
since
bust.
McMahon? Since
Yeah.
McMahon?
Not a bust.
Well, a relative success for a Bears
Orton?
quarterback.
Was Orton a 1st-round pick? No.
Orton was a 4th-round pick.
That's what I thought.
Well, Harbaugh was a 1st-round pick.
Harbaugh is the 5th person.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, Jim Harbaugh.
Wow.
Good job.
He was okay on Tecmo Bowl.
He was.
Yeah, decent.
All right, next
That was
question.
great. We're doing pretty well here.
I know, we're awesome.
For a
Who
couple
was
of old
the
guys.
oldest quarterback? Who is the oldest quarterback to start a game? Let's both of you give your guess, and then I'll tell you the right one.
I've got it.
Okay.
Is it Jim Miller?
No.
Not Jim Miller. Luke.
Chris Chandler.
Not Chris Chandler.
Ooh.
That's a good
The
guess.
winner of the
Quarterback
oldest
to
quarterback to
start.
win was Todd Collins, who was 38 years and 339 days. And he quarterbacked a 23-6 win over the Panthers on October 10th, 2010. Both Dave Krieg and Chris Chandler were also 38 years old when they started, but not as old.
Yeah, but all the concussions for Chandler, he was actually older.
It's a very old man.
Probably.
Who was the youngest quarterback to start a game?
Youngest quarterback ever for the Bears to start at quarterback.
In this era.
It might be Justin Fields.
I was going to say Fields, too.
It is indeed Justin Fields. Justin Fields was 22 years and 205 days old in the last year's Cleveland game.
Put us on the Bears podcast.
Like
Carm's going to lose his spot the way we're throwing out names here.
Cade McNown and Kyle Orton also started when they were 22.
Oh, yeah, the neck beard.
Thanks to everyone who's playing along, including our GM, Jake Flanagan. What's up, Robbie? Good to see you.
Yeah, what's up, Robbie? I see you.
23 Breach, Chirac Bobby. Always love seeing Chirac Bobby. He's always in here
Chirac Bobby's good, too.
Awesome.
Right, how many more of these do we have? Because I feel like we're at like 80, 90% here right now.
You're doing pretty well. You're doing pretty well. I think you guys have only bombed out on Will Ferrer so yet.
Which is, come on. I mean, he bombed out on himself.
Yeah.
Name the Bears quarterback who threw 4 interceptions in his only start.
All of them.
But went on to be inducted into the Canadian Football Hall of Fame in 2020.
Canadian football. His only start.
Only start.
See, when you said Canadian, then I would have gone Doug Flutie, but it's not Doug Flutie.
Right.
Who are the other Canadian quarterbacks?
Oh my God, this question's amazing. I fucking know him too, and I'm gonna be so mad when you don't.
Well, it's not a guy that played a lot of games then, right? So
Jake got it. Henry Burris.
Henry Burris.
Thank you, Jake.
Give that one to JF1 in the chat.
I knew it.
Jake
I pictured his face, but I couldn't picture his name.
Henry Burris is kind of like the Bears version of Tuffy Rhodes without the 3 home runs on opening day, because Tuffy Rhodes went to Japan and I don't know if he's in the Japanese Hall of Fame. I assume isn't he like the home run king there?
You know who else went over there was Matt Merton and had like an unbelievable career as like a home run hitter.
I think you're right though. I think Tuffy is potentially. I mean, I could be wrong that he's a Hall of Famer.
He was a star
really
there for sure. Henry Burris. Wow.
Good pick. Good one. Good pull.
Okay. Name the Heisman winner who never started a game for the Bears, but saw playing time in one game. He's not one of the 34.
Heisman winner
who never started?
Didn't start a game, but played a game.
Jeez.
Cordell Stewart was Cordell Stewart a Heisman winner? I don't believe so.
He definitely played.
He definitely played. I believe he started a game too.
Started a few.
A Heisman winner that was here. Good gosh.
Yeah, just go back through some bad Heisman winners, right?
I mean,
Rick Meyer win the Heisman?
Did Craig Krenzel?
Nope.
No, and Craig Krenzel started games too.
I'm just gonna follow. I'm gonna keep following Jake.
I'll give you a hint. And I think he won in 1996, the Heisman.
Okay, 96. So 97, I'm in Nebraska, and Scott Frost is the quarterback, and they win the national championship with Michigan. That's 97. So if it was 96, that's the year before. Teams that were good the year before, like Colorado was pretty good, but again, it's not Cordell Stewart. I don't think it's Troy Smith. Somebody in this chat, 23 Breach, says Troy Smith. No.
Do you guys give up?
Yeah, I give up. Can you give us an initial?
Jake already mentioned it in the chat. It's Danny Werfel.
Oh, it is Danny Werfel.
I said that. Yeah.
He spelled Werfel.
We should have Jake on here. Is Jake in a position where we can send him a StreamYard link and get him on?
Jake, it's in the
Yeah. Let me see here. Oh boy. Let's see. Our GM, can we get him on?
Ravi says, remember Kurt Krenzel.
Kurt Krenzel.
We'll never forget you, Kurt.
I don't remember. I'll be honest with you. I do not remember Danny Werfel ever playing for the Bears.
No, well,
Ever.
Yeah, I don't
He was-
remember him
yeah.
being on the
He
team.
was from
He saw
Florida,
playing
right?
time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He would have been the year before. Would have been Florida. Danny Werfel. Wow.
Kind of amazing he won. He won the Heisman.
Yeah.
I don't really
Heisman
remember him.
winners They don't usually do very well in the
I
pros.
don't remember him like lighting things on fire at Florida either. Like,
Well, that team
they
was
were
just
just
crazy.
real good.
Though.
They were
Yeah.
just really good then.
The fun and gun, right? Wasn't that their
Yeah.
deal back then?
system guy, right? I mean,
Old ball coach,
Yep.
there's a lot of system quarterbacks who won
head ball coach.
in the 80s and 90s. Like Ty Detmer stole the Heisman from
Ty
Rutgers
Detmer.
Mayo.
Yep.
Ty
Yep.
Detmer.
All right, this Bears quarterback first ran what would become famously known as the Philly Special in the finale of the 2016 season with Cam Meredith.
Okay, so this just happened, and that was the tight end was the guy from the Eagles that got hurt and didn't play very much. So the quarterback. Wait, wouldn't that have been?
We're not saying it's Foles, or I don't.
It's
You're
not.
saying
It's
the Bears,
not Foles. No,
the Bears did it and then they stole it, right?
No.
correct.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
I see
The
the
Bears
original
ran it
one before the
In the
Eagles did
finale
it.
of the 2016 season, Doug Peterson saw it and stole it. And then
26. So this is
use it to beat the Patriots.
This is before Trubisky.
Mhm.
Gosh, it's not. I'm trying to go back and piece those years in my mind.
My
Was
brain's
it Cutler?
broken.
Not Cutler.
Cutler was
No.
hurt, so filling in for Cutler was.
A guy.
Oh, it wasn't.
Chirac Bobby guesses Glennon, not Glennon.
No,
Cody
no.
guesses Tariq Cohen,
No.
not Cohen.
No. Campbell, the guy that played at Auburn and was also a quarterback for the Raiders. Jason
Not
Campbell.
Jason Campbell. Not Jason Campbell.
That's a pretty good guess, though.
Jason Campbell played here?
Yep.
I think one game. He started the game against Colin Kaepernick, where Kaepernick
Right.
came
That's
out.
why I thought it might be Jason
Wow.
Campbell. It's not Chad Hutchinson because that's too far back.
That's way back, yeah. McCown?
Nope.
Mark Sanchez.
No. Sanchez never started a game.
McCown. No, it's not McCown. Although that is the right time frame. I'm going to say it is McCown.
I got
Not
no idea.
McCown. The answer is Matt Barkley.
Oh, from USC.
Okay.
Forgot
Right
about
on.
him. Yeah. We had the wrong USC guy. It wasn't Sanchez. Barkley.
Name the 5 quarterbacks who threw the most touchdowns.
Well,
Okay.
Cuddy.
In one season, Cutler is one.
Not one season total.
Oh, total.
Total.
Since Jim McMahon.
So Eric Kramer's got to be on the list.
Eric Kramer, Jim Miller.
Miller's got to be on the list.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, does Mitch get on that list? I mean, the Bears quarterback
I
is
think
terrible.
Mitch might get on that list because it's much more of a passing league. So let's say
Mitch
Mitch.
is on the list.
So we got 4, right? We got
Cutler,
Right.
Trubisky, Kramer, and Miller.
And there's
You're
one
missing the
more.
4.
the 5th
Is it
one.
Steve Walsh?
Steve Walsh. Oh my gosh.
No. Wow, the last one is tough.
Is he? How new is he? Is he newer or older?
Not new. New. And he has been the answer for he's been an answer on here so far.
I'll go Rex Grossman.
Oh,
Not
that's a good
Rex.
guess. Huh. I've got a
Kyle
special.
Orton. Kyle Orton.
Not Kyle Orton.
Jim Harbaugh.
Just name every
Mike
quarterback.
Tomczak.
I'm gonna see if I could get some help here. Let me see if I can get
Phone
some
a
help
friend.
from someone. Hold on, I'm phoning a friend.
Hey guys.
Oh, there's a friend.
There he
There he
is.
Jake, we've got the most touchdowns for the Bears by a quarterback, touchdown passes. We already have Cutler, Kramer, Miller,
And Mitch.
and Mitch.
So we need the 5th of that group.
It can't be Justin Fields.
Not in a season, just total.
total. So who played a lot of quarterback? I said Steve Walsh. He said no. I said Rex Grossman. He said no. Shane
Did you
Matthews.
say Harbaugh?
We did say Harbaugh.
It's
Shane
Jim
Matthews.
Harbaugh. Did you
Nice.
say Harbaugh?
We did
I
not
did
say
say
Harbaugh.
Harbaugh, yeah.
Oh, you did?
Okay.
Okay. Jay
Yeah,
Cutler,
Jay.
154 touchdowns. Mitchell Trubisky, 64. Eric Kramer, 63.
Oh.
Jim Harbaugh, 50. And Jim
It's
Miller,
just sad.
34.
Wow.
It's just sad that that's the best.
Yeah, where's the poop emoji when you need it on something,
that's-
right? The old
that's terrible.
steaming poop emoji.
Name the 3 quarterbacks who didn't throw any touchdowns. This is a tough one.
The 3 that didn't throw any.
Oh my God, all of them.
Moses
There's-
probably didn't, right? Moses Moreno
Moses
probably
did. Moses
He
did.
did. Oh,
Cordell
wow.
Stewart threw one.
Glennon.
If Mike Glennon's on that list, he's not on that list.
Krenzel.
Krenzel
Hutchinson
did.
threw one. Krenzel.
I'm just gonna go. You guys are we're just throwing names. 3 quarterbacks who did not throw any touchdowns is Todd Collins, Will Ferrer, and Rick Meyer, which is crazy.
Rick Meyer
What?
never threw
Rick
touchdown.
Meyer was
Wow.
terrible.
For the Bears.
That's
He was
crazy.
terrible.
He was a
I think the
buster.
Todd Collins one's crazy too, and it just makes me more upset that they bypassed Caleb Haney in that playoff game.
Mm,
Yeah.
Caleb Haney. That's a
Todd
name.
Collins
Yeah.
was Todd
Somewhere
Collins
in
was
there.
old. That was
How about the quarterbacks with Colorado ties? Caleb Haney, Cordell Stewart. Who did we just say? There's another one.
Who cares? I'm with Cody Emery here. God, Bears QB sucked. Yep.
Caleb Haney, Cordell Stewart. There's another one that played at like Colorado State. Moses Moreno was a Colorado type quarterback, I think.
Eh,
Colorado type.
Anyway,
Colorado type. What does that even mean?
no, he was a mountain man.
He was stoned and well armed.
Also describes Jake Plummer.
Jake
Yes.
Plummer.
Broncos great.
Who threw the second most yardage at Jay Cutler's 23,443 yards? Less than half.
It's got to be Eric Kramer.
Yeah.
That's back when they had 1,000-yard receivers. It's not Kramer.
Mm-mm.
Is it
him
Jim
or
Miller?
Orton? Is it Orton?
Not Orton.
Not enough time. So
Is it
Grossman.
Harbaugh again?
It's Harbaugh. 11,567 yards in 65
Man.
games.
Holy
Hard.
crap. And he could barely
Trubisky
beat
is
out
third.
Tom Jack.
Trubisky is third.
Oh,
Name the
God.
top 5 in rushing yards.
Well, Fields for one.
Fields is
Mitch
on
has
there.
got to be number 2.
Mhm.
Fields is not number 1. Fields is number 2, but he will soon be number 1.
Yeah. Okay. Cordell Stewart might be on that list.
He didn't play enough.
Didn't play enough.
Scrambling guys.
Number
running
5
to
is
the line.
actually number 5 is actually pretty surprising.
Cutler.
Yeah, maybe Grossman just because he played a long stretch of time, but he
Not
was
Grossman.
slow as molasses.
Did Josh McCown rack up a lot of rushing yards?
Nope.
Not enough playing time. I know he was.
Not enough to get on this now.
Yeah.
Steve Walsh. Uh,
I got nothing.
I-
They all
All right.
suck.
We'll go. Jim Harbaugh is number 1, 1,609 yards in 65 games. Number 2 is Justin Fields, 1,254 yards in just 21 games. Jay Cutler is third with 1,227 yards in 102 games. Trubisky fourth, 1,057 yards in 50 games. And then Cade McNown is fifth with 486 yards in 15 games.
Look at this beautiful man. He's been
Wow.
all over this.
wow, that
God
is
bless
nice.
that guy, huh?
Yeah, the four is a good number for a quarterback that doesn't get used enough. 4.
Yeah,
I like that.
sure.
Steve
How
Fuller.
about guys that played at Ohio State? Now we have Fields. We had Krenzel. There's more than that. They have like three or
Luke,
four.
what are you starting your own quiz? What's going on here?
I'm just thinking out loud. I forgot about Krenzel. So Krenzel. Oh, Tom Zach. Tom Zach,
Moreno was
Krenzel,
4 though,
Fields.
too. Wasn't he?
Moreno? I thought he was like 8
Maybe it
or
was.
9.
What number it was? I can't remember.
Moreno.
That's right. 23 breach. Mike Tomzak. That's the third Ohio State guy. There might be 4.
Where did Brian Hoyer play?
Oh, you're right. He was 4, Jake.
Ryan Hoyer. Is he like a Georgia?
Hoyer was a Michigan State kid.
Michigan State, yeah.
Michigan State.
Lost
Oh, he
contact.
was?
I mean, if we want to start naming colleges of guys, I might do better than that. But
Didn't Hoyer
asking
play
random.
I think
at
Moses
Michigan
Moreno
State
was
with like
Colorado.
Kirk Cousins? It was like the same time
Hoyer?
as like 3 really good players.
I think Moses Moreno was Colorado State along with Caleb Haney.
think you're right.
How bad is it that you'd have 2 Colorado State quarterbacks?
Hey,
I'm not
Colorado
saying they're
State.
bad. I'm just
Go
saying 2
Rams.
of them in the NFL.
Hey, since we just did a tribute to Jim Harbaugh, by the way, this is awesome, and thanks for letting me hop in on this. There's a really good extended video on Twitter of like this guy interviewing Harbaugh going around his current office at Michigan, and the Bears number 4 jersey is on there, but it's a lot of Michigan. It's Michigan heavy, but I think it's like an 8-minute video or something. It's really good though. Like he's
Really?
like, yeah. Check it out, Bears fans, Michigan fans.
I've got 2 more questions.
Oh, yeah, do it.
Okay. Name the 6 quarterbacks who have started a playoff game.
Cutler,
Cuddy, Mitch,
Mitch,
Rex,
Grossman.
Shane Matthews.
No,
You
Shane
said
Matthews.
I
Miller.
get Shane
Jim
Matthews
Miller.
in there somehow. Jim Miller did for sure.
Orton.
Miller.
We missing one?
Kyle
Orton?
Orton. No?
It's actually
You said-
7. I somehow left Miller off.
You
Doug
said
Flutie.
Kramer, right?
Doug Flutie, playoff game?
Doug Flutie did, but that doesn't cover this time period.
Well, he was after McMahon.
Well, McMahon started games after him.
All right. Okay.
You said Kramer, right?
Yeah.
Kramer did not.
Oh,
Chirac says Caleb Haney.
Oh, that's
Caleb Haney didn't start.
well, wait. Is it the Todd Collins thing or what?
Walsh?
No. Steve
No.
Walsh.
Wa-
Steve Walsh
Steve
started
Walsh.
that.
You know who he did it for? Wani, and they won at Minnesota. Am I right about that?
That's it.
So
Four-
that's my last
Kramer
question.
year.
The
How
last
about
one
that?
to win a road playoff game is Steve Walsh.
Steve Walsh with Dave
Wow.
Wanstead
1994.
at Minnesota, my friends.
Yeah. The quarterback starters: Grossman, Cutler, Tom, Zach, Trubisky, Walsh, Harbaugh, and Miller.
Who's the most obscure name out of
Another
all the
number 4.
quarterbacks since McMahon? Burris is on there, but I think that name gets thrown out a lot.
I think it's Will Furr.
Will Fuhrer is a good one, but I think
I
they
don't
actually
even know how to say his name.
Fuhrer.
I thought it was Fuhrer. Like,
Will
Okay.
Fuhrer.
Adolf Hitler.
Yes.
yeah.
That's like
And he was
unfortunately.
and he was a lefty.
we should probably leave Will Fuhrer canceled where he belongs.
When you guys said that name earlier, though, that one I could not remember that name. I don't even remember him.
You don't remember Will Fuhrer? I think he may have been number 4 as well.
I don't know about
I
that.
definitely
Oh,
remember him.
Fuhrer.
Barely knew you. I already forgot him. I'll say this, and I'll let you guys go. Thanks for letting me join. But this makes me even more entrenched in the I love Justin Fields, and he is the greatest quarterback of my lifetime as a Bears fan camp. I mean, God, it's just sad. A sad list.
Well,
Have you accepted what I said earlier, Jake, that this is the best season the Bears could possibly have?
Yes.
That they would
Look at
have
that dude.
potentially the
Wow.
number 2 pick and number 2 he was, Will Fuhrer. They have the potentially number 2 pick, and they believe Justin Fields is the real deal.
Yeah.
Can't get better than that this season.
I'm with you. I mean, he just looks scared. Like he's like, this
I
is
told you
before the
he was
game.
short lefty. I was on part of that. I got part of that right.
he definitely looks short. He kind of has an Andrew Vaughn vibe. I don't know why that is. I don't know. I'm just getting
Come on, what?
also a bit of a Brock Lesnar. I feel like there's a little Brock Lesnar in his face, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you guys see the report from or the video today from Patrick Mahomes talking about Matt Nagy and how he was drafted, and that
I did, yeah.
that he comes out on video, says, I'm going to break some news here. I had a 5-hour meeting coming up with Andy Reid in the pre-draft process, and we were going to go over plays, and we did it for 5 hours. And the night before, Matt Nagy liked me, so he gave me all the plays so that I would crush the test. And that's how he got drafted by the Chiefs. Nagy gave the test the night before to Patrick Mahomes behind Andy Reid's back.
It's crazy.
Where were those ideas when he was the Bears coach?
huh.
Maybe he just wanted to go back. He never it was
Yeah.
like when Brooks
barbecue.
escaped, Brooks escaped Shawshank, he just wanted to go back to prison. Then he couldn't, and then I guess Nagy, at least he got to go back to Kansas City. So
He's happy now. We're all happy.
Jake, thanks for joining us. We'll see you
Thanks,
tonight.
Jake.
Friends.
See you guys
Looking
tonight.
forward to it.
See ya.
Oh.
All right. The ComEd Energy Efficiency Program is committed to helping families and businesses in the communities we serve manage energy usage and lower energy bills now and into the future. ComEd offers a wide array of incentives on lighting and other efficiency upgrades to commercial, industrial, and public sector customers of all sizes across our territory. Customers can inquire about how to upgrade outdated lighting to energy and money-saving efficiency LED lights. They can learn about network lighting to operate your lights through your mobile device, track your facility's energy usage, and more. Incentives have recently increased for outdoor, indoor, and network lighting controls, making these projects even more cost-effective than ever before. And if you visit comed.com/poweringbiz, you can start saving money and energy. And to start a project, you can just contact ComEd at 1-855-433-2700 or email them at businessee@comed.com or publicsectoree@comed.com. Luke, I'm going to need to do that because our energy bill right now is kind of high. There's a lot of things that we could probably do. They'll probably come in here and say, hey, look, your wife has to lower the thermostat. I don't know if that's happening, but they can give me that advice.
And if everybody could just turn off the lights when they leave a room that they're not going to go into for like the next 6 hours, that's the one I always have a problem with.
Right.
By the way, our next partner has a product, Kevin, that I've been using since we started back in the spring. I started taking AG1 because I didn't have time, wanted better gut health, more energy, and optimized immune system. Now I've been on it for months, and I love it because it doesn't taste super healthy, but it is super healthy. Instead, it's sort of a mild tropical taste. Here's what it is. 1 scoop of AG1, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to start your day right. It's a special blend of ingredients supporting your gut health, your nervous system, immune system, energy, recovery, focus, aging, all of those things. I get a noticeable boost of energy, so I take it first thing in the morning. I make a little smoothie, and when you put it in the smoothie, you don't even taste it at all. Boom, there you go. Whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, you're all good with AG1, and you're investing in an all-in-one nutritional insurance for less than $3 a day. Recommended by professional athletes, more than 7,000 5-star reviews. Hey, right now, reclaim your health. Arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition, just 1 scoop and a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/CHGO Bears or CHGO Cubs or CHGO Bulls. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/CHGO Cubs to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
Nice.
Hey guys.
Oh, there she is.
Wow.
What's up, Jace?
I have been waiting backstage to reveal my background and my Shady Rays for quite some time.
Wait, I thought those were both Aaron Rodgers. And now I realize, no, one is just a law picture.
My least favorite quarterback and my favorite executive producer.
Oh, Kacy, what have you done to me today?
You know, I had a Christmas background ready to go, but I felt like this was more relevant for Packer Week.
Spot on. That's the I did that lookalike right when we first started seeing the you had longer hair for a while there.
I was in the pandemic crazed mind that I've had.
Then you went and did all the psychedelic stuff in Peru when you went
did
there.
a lot of ayahuasca, and then I cut my hair, and now we're back to
and the enemas, of course.
What now? Hi, Kacy.
Hi, guys.
Kacy was backstage and knew every single answer like that, and she was like,
"Oh yeah." Totally.
She's texting me. She's like, let me on. I was like, it's going to ruin everything.
Steve Stenstrom.
Meanwhile, I was backstage like, did Nick Foles ever start a playoff game? I don't know. But guys, this is Scroll Stoppers. We're talking about what's making you stop scrolling on social media. We have a lot to talk about today. One of which, first thing, is about another quarterback, Russell Wilson. With Broncos.
Do we have to talk about him?
We have to talk about him because this made me stop scrolling, and I feel like people are talking about this story, and I'm not sure if it's a story or if it's just kind of something people are blowing out of proportion, which could very well be that. He had his 34th birthday recently. Sierra, his wife, pop star, threw him a party, and apparently only half the team showed up. And I'm thinking, like, is that bad, or is it like people have lives and it's the holiday season and like people have families, and so is it really that bad if only half of your teammates show up? What do we think?
I don't think
you're
it's
the
that big a
quarterback?
deal, honestly. Like, and there's the tweet from Mike Kliss that said there's been some gossip about his standing in the locker room. Here's some context. It looked like about half the team was there, quote unquote, on the players' day off. Is it hurtful? I don't think so. I mean, like,
it's their day off. They get started how they want, right?
Half the team's like 27 guys, right? I mean,
yeah, it's the quarterback though. Like if Justin Fields threw a birthday party downtown Chicago, there'd be a better turnout than that. I can remember going to, you remember Jerry Azuma?
Yes.
The kicker. Jerry Azuma threw his 30th birthday party downtown, not too far from my house. And so we went over to Jerry Azuma's 30th birthday party, and literally the entire Bears team was there. So if Jerry Azuma can get most of the team to go,
everyone likes Jerry Azuma.
Okay,
fine. No offense to Zoom.
I'm now fully on board with this being a problem for the.
I have a take on this. Once you pass 25, and I think this is like a big thing, like when you live in the city and you're young, you got to go out for someone's birthday. We're going out for someone's birthday, which means like it's your birthday, and I got to go out and I got to spend $100, $150. Like, Kacy, you're probably still living in this world. I don't know, like maybe you're part of it. But like Russell Wilson just turned 34. That's not a milestone birthday. The next time he can expect people to throw a birthday party and have people show up and be hurt if they don't is 40.
Yeah.
And after that, it's 50. Then after that, it's probably 75.
I had a surprise 30th birthday. It was fun. It was a disco party because I love disco.
Thanks for the invite.
And well, it was before I knew all of you. And but that was like it. You don't need like 31, 32, 33, 34. It's not necessary.
Now, I would assume that probably everything was covered for this. It was probably a pretty nice night out on Russell and Sierra's dime. So from that kind of vantage point, a little weird, and you know, for it to come on the heels of that clip from Sunday where I forgot which quarterback got into his face as he was coming off, or which defensive player got into his face coming off the field,
or something like that.
Yeah, so then it's kind of a deal. And what's kind of interesting, guys, is we did our happy hour for the diehards with Adam and Corey last week, and I actually asked Corey something I was wondering about. I asked him about like how much jealousy is there in a locker room about paychecks, particularly for someone like Russell Wilson, who is just, you know, I mean, that's otherworldly money. And when you compare $250 million to someone who may be out of the league next year and looking to go work at you know, wherever, you know, like I could see like how that takes place. I mean, humans are humans. And Corey said, yeah, absolutely. And if people aren't earning that paycheck, it gets even worse. So
yeah. But at the same time, like, he's a quarterback who some people think is a Hall of Famer. So that's why kids
he is a
want to
Hall
grow
of
up.
Famer.
But that's what if he continues this way, is he tarnishing that? Maybe a little bit. Like he's
got a Super Bowl title. He was really good for a long time. I mean, you don't get the haul from Denver if you know you don't put
only 34.
I know,
and they didn't
playing like he's 44, like Brady.
I guess he is a Hall of Famer. But what if this continued like this and he became like just the end? First of all, forget all of that stuff. What if the Bears had done what so many fans wanted them to do and traded for this guy? And that was the route that they went. You think I said taking Pat Boyle and putting him in the starting lineup this week would be the worst thing you could possibly do. No. The worst thing would have been is if they traded any draft pick they had left for Russell Wilson, because A, he would have been crushed behind this offensive line, and B, it would have been another decade of disaster.
On last week's pregame, Adam and Carm and Braggs were talking about like, hey, everyone should give Ryan Pace credit for leaving us with Justin Fields. And I forgot, like someone interjected and was like, absolutely not, because his first plan was to give up the farm for Russell Wilson. So
Yeah.
You don't get as much credit as maybe he deserves.
Thank goodness we ran him out of town.
Oh, thank gosh. Thank goodness
That
Kacy
guy.
got rid of that terrible background.
You don't love that picture of you?
I don't know. Quick shout out to Turbo in the chat. He said, "Hey, hello everyone. Is this a Bears stream or is every team is welcome because he's a Raiders fan?" Hi, Turbo. Thanks for joining us.
You are
We had a
welcome.
Raiders fan at our tailgate 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
Yes,
Yeah,
that man
that's
was
right.
amazing.
Yeah, we've
Let's
got
hope he returns.
we've got a Lions fan who stops by fairly regularly. So sure, everyone's welcome.
Yeah, people are finding our tailgate all types of ways. I loved it.
What else you got, Case?
From our Twitter. Next thing I want to talk about is the Spotify Wrapped. This is a big thing that comes out in December every year from Spotify. It's a really cool way to see the songs that you've been listening to and that you've been enjoying all year, the artists that you've been enjoying. And it was so cool yesterday to wake up and see so many people tagging CHGO Sports, CHGO Bears.
Oh, Casey, it's on
Yeah,
Twitter.
it's already,
Oh,
it's
boy.
everywhere. Sorry. And seeing people enjoy our podcast, CHGO Blackhawks podcast, Bulls, Bears, all of them, the Cubs podcast. It's great. I mean,
This is
being on the list, top 5 for a lot
it's
of
just
people.
staggering. And seeing people say, I've spent 9,000 minutes this year listening to CHGO Cubs. Staggering.
Waiting for the
Freaking
Cubs
cool.
to make one trade or one signing feels longer than that.
9,000 minutes of you, Luke. I mean, come on.
Boy, that's a lot.
And if we're like number 2, 3, 4, 5 on your list, we're still happy about it. We don't have to be number 1. We will be.
Yeah.
We will be. But
you guys use Spotify to listen to podcasts?
I do.
No, not podcasts.
I'm producing these too many podcasts to actually listen to them.
Yeah, I still use Apple Podcasts. I'm not entirely happy with it. But I also don't like Spotify all that much because I used to like it as a music alternative because their algorithm was amazing. Like they knew what I liked. I mean, before I even knew I liked it, right? Like the number of new musicians that I discovered that way was crazy. And it seemed like once they got into podcasts, that algorithm got a lot dumber. And so I don't know if that's just like confirmation bias or whatever, but like I was like, is this really worth $10 a month? And I got a little subscription fatigue, and I was like, all right, what can I like, whittle out of here? And I'm already like a member of Apple One because I can't figure out how to back up all of my photos. So I pay $30 a month, which Lord knows why I do that. But it includes Apple Music. So I'm like, I'm not going to pay for Apple Music and Spotify.
Yeah.
So 2022 was the first year I didn't listen to music on Spotify.
When I was trying to save money, which I still am, I don't know why I said when, but
are you?
When
Uber?
Back before I was a baller, just throwing money around.
There was a time where I was like, I'm going to delete Spotify. I'm going to cancel my subscription. I don't need it. And I think it was maybe gone for like 2 hours. And I was like, oh my God, I hate not having it. I needed to like renew it immediately.
2 hours. Man, that is Kacy. That's not great.
I don't like that you can't pick whatever song you want if you don't have the subscription.
Is that right?
Yeah, it like only lets you skip a certain amount of time. It's like Pandora. Like I can't do it.
I didn't know about this whole Wrapped thing until yesterday. I didn't know what people were talking about. Wrapped? What?
I thought you said rap.
Rap. I didn't know anything about rap.
I thought you meant like the genre.
Who's Jay-Z?
Yeah, I could give you guys like 3,000 guesses, and you wouldn't guess my top artist of the year because I'm shocked that they made number one. I mean, they're great. I just didn't think that I listened to their album as many times as I did this year.
I'm gonna guess it's like your number one is like Kung Robin or no?
Oh, that's it. Hey, they're a good band, but no, that's not correct. They're actually a Chicago band.
Are they?
Yeah, and I used to never give them a chance because their name is stupid.
Kung Robin.
What?
Freddie Jones Band.
Oh, Freddie Jones Band. Now, Luke,
that's probably my number one. How do I find this on here?
It should. You're Wrapped.
It's on your home screen. It should say 2022 Wrapped.
Now, Luke, I live in Elmwood Park, and the Italian subjoint Alpine, which is amazing, is run by one of the former guys in Freddie Jones Band. So there you go.
Who runs this? What? One of the Bonacarsi brothers?
Yes, exactly.
What does he run?
This little Italian sub shop Alpine in Elmwood Park. It's amazing.
How about that? Yeah, I don't know where to find this.
Well, that's fine.
Like, I'll
My
help you.
number one
I'll help
band
you
of the
tonight.
year. My number one band is this band called Dead, D-E-H-D. They are amazing. Their album this year was fantastic. But
I
number
saw
three
a girl on Instagram post like her Spotify Wrapped, like she screenshotted it, and then she wrote "so accurate," and people were like, "Yes, it is accurate. It's data. Like that is exactly true.
yeah.
So accurate."
But you know, Luke, we know Luke knows about rap because
Yes,
I think
Luke
our next story
Luke,
is
stop pretending not to.
Because
be-
of license, I said license to vibe.
Yeah, I mean, you know
Beastie
how to
Boys.
vibe. You know
License
all
to
about
Vibe.
rap. I mean, look at this. Stop
I know.
pretending that you don't have vibes with these shoes.
Now I'm afraid to admit it, but I did see the Kanye Jay-Z Throne concert at the United Center.
watch.
One shot, one opportunity.
So this
Big
is what I
baller
wanted to talk
smashing, making
about.
my ends.
Our clip of the week this week is Luke surprising Cody on the CHGO Cubs podcast with being an additional winner of the Jordan 1's Lost and Found edition. Cody thought he was the only one that had swag. He was the only one that won these. And then Luke surprised him and said, hold my beer. I also won these. Lawrence, do you have the clip?
Oh, do
awesome.
I? Yeah, we do.
I hear breaking news. There's breaking news. Do we have breaking news? There it is. That's right.
It's fantastic.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Cody, you have no idea.
That won the raffle.
Whoa.
No way.
Whoa.
He's not the only raffle winner, everybody. That's
Whoa.
right. MJ himself's got some shoes to unveil.
Oh.
Maverick style.
No way.
Gotta see these.
His reaction.
No
is
way.
gold.
There's no way.
Oh.
These are
Wow.
what you call Grandpa Stucky
you won
vibes.
too?
Wow.
Pow.
What?
I thought you didn't win.
I am just now learning
Oh,
this.
no.
No, remember we were telling him he's
Hold
like I never got the
Let me
notification.
take
We're like,
off
why don't
my
you go inside the
Allbirds. Let me
notification?
take off my
Allbirds.
Look,
Oh my
look at
God.
Nick over there drooling.
I don't believe
Somebody
this.
get
Look
somebody
at
get a towel
PJ
to clean up
Stuckey
the
there.
floor as Nick drools
Oh
on my
my
shoes.
God.
What is going on?
Unbelievable.
Oriana, very upset.
That
Look at me and stuck.
Here's the deal. You know what? I got these in the mail. I won them before you did. I just didn't want to tell you.
So Stuckey called me to set this whole surprise up. He said the shoes are so dumb they didn't come with laces. I had to go to Dick's Sporting Goods to get laces. I said they do come with
They do
laces.
come with
They're
laces.
just
They do.
not
I
in the
found them. Hold on.
shoes.
They're just not in the shoes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. Wow.
Oh
Now
my
tell me
goodness.
who's got the best vibes. Here's the deal. My vibes are so in the pocket, you don't even know what to do with them.
I am in shock right now.
How you like them, Nick?
Are we
was
doing
shook.
is this another
Oh,
April?
yeah, look at that. Stucky's shoe locker.
Is this another April Fool's like Contreras thing?
No,
Like,
look at
did
these
someone
bad
else
boys.
get these and they're letting you use them for this
Mm.
moment?
And ladies and gentlemen, if you are on eBay and would like to bid on these Jordan 1s for 3-4
Stuckmeyer.
times the price,
So
has
if-
there ever
if you
been a
were to-
better vibe on this show than
I-
this right now?
Jim says, "Is it getting hard to come up with new topics each day?" Well,
That was the best part.
Jim, it's so difficult that I just spent almost $200 on a pair of shoes
Just
for a bit.
for
one more
just for
thing,
the show.
just to
for
knock
a bit.
Stuckey's confidence down a peg. He slacked me this morning and said, "Hey, if you're doing Cubs, give me a call." And he sent his number.
Urgent.
There was a typo. It was the wrong number. Luckily, I already had your number saved. You sent the wrong number.
So I got the number
That's
wrong.
classic. That's
Listen,
classic stuff.
I had the number wrong. I had the shoelaces thing wrong.
How about you,
Vibes are so in the pocket.
I'm actually really impressed. I
Let me
am.
get that shot for
I
you. Look how
genuinely am.
flexible I am. Let's put him in front of Ryan's face because he didn't win them. Look at that. How you like those? But now, how do you walk in them so I don't crease them before I sell them?
I guess you just high knees.
Those high knees.
They're still perfect, by the way. Still perfect.
So
And
that went on for a little bit, but
It did.
it was so fun to put that clip together and watch that live. Luke, I can't believe you won those.
Cody was still shook 24 hours later. He didn't know what to do. And my favorite part of it after I had done it was actually Ryan was going on this long tangent about a Cubs player, and I was just petting the shoes. And I could see that Cody couldn't hold back that he noticed that I was petting the shoes. And Ryan had no idea what was going on while he was talking about it.
Poor Ryan trying to be so serious, and you two were just goofs.
Yeah, we were just goofing off, and Ryan was digging into free agency like he does, like a bulldog, just going after the story. And there I was petting leather.
I hope the Cubs can actually do enough so that you guys don't have to talk about your shopping trips.
Right?
Yeah.
It's
So
really.
you don't have to spend $200 on shoes.
Yeah.
Kevin, can I expense those?
No.
No?
I would, yeah. I would like to see the Cubs spend
try.
$200 million on free agents. Like, that would be preferable.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Cubs need to spend so you don't have to.
Yes. Please.
Amen.
I should walk into the Cubs clubhouse with those on.
That's my scroll stoppers for today. I will see all of you at our Friendsgiving later. Very excited.
Bye, Case.
Looking forward to it, Case.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Peace.
All right, I want to tell everyone about Game Time. Game Time is the hottest new ticketing site that makes it easier than ever to score the best deals on tickets to sports, concerts, and shows. If you've ever dreamed of sitting in a seat you never thought you could, like the 50-yard line, courtside, or behind home plate, it is possible with the Game Time app. The biggest last-minute price drops can be found on the seats you thought you could never buy, and you will not find a better deal this season than on Game Time. It is created by the fans and for the fans, and it guarantees the lower price. And if you love CHGO, then you will love Game Time. The best way to support us is by buying your tickets through the link in the description on this podcast. So if you're checking out Bears Packers on Sunday, make sure you go through the link on this podcast because it does help support us. It puts a little bit of money in our pocket, to be frank, but it's great. You can join over 15 million people who have downloaded the Game Time app and score the best seats to all your favorite events.
Shady Rays guys, they never understood why sunglasses were so expensive, so they set out to change it. You don't have to break the bank for quality sunglasses because our friends at Shady Rays have you covered. Shady Rays are premium polarized shades featuring world-class optical clarity. You saw Cody and Ryan and I wearing them in that Cubs clip. Substantial durability and styles cater to everyone and every lifestyle. The best part about Shady Rays, though, they have this insane protection program on all their eyewear, lost and broken replacements. If you lose or break your shades on day one, they told us you can send them back, get a brand new pair, no questions asked. If you drop them in a lake or off a cliff or anything on the ice this winter, they will replace those shades. Even with that strong of a protection program, they still managed to make quality that I can tell you, holding them in my hand, the quality is just as good as any expensive pair I have ever worn. Shady Rays customers seem to agree that with over 200,000 five-star reviews, Shady Rays also provides 10 meals to fight hunger in America with every order placed and have donated over 20 million meals to date. And they stand behind their product too. I've told our team that if anybody has a problem, they throw profit out the window. Do what it takes to get it right. Free returns and exchanges. You either love the shades from Shady Rays or Shady Rays will ship them back. That's it. And exclusively right now for our listeners, Shady Rays running their deepest sale of the season using the code CHGO. Are you ready for this? 50% off 2 or more pairs at shadyrays.com. That is BOGO, baby. BOGO. Buy one, get one free. You can get 2 pairs as low as $54. Redeem only at shadyrays.com, where you can find all of their newest and best shades. I love mine. I told the guys I'm getting these, like, they're kind of like a sleeker wraparound kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the sun coming in behind my sunglasses if I'm facing away from the sun, especially if I'm fishing out in the water next summer. Or on
the Bono look. Bono.
A little bit of a Bono look. That's right.
Oh,
that is right.
Macfisto? Is that who we're
I've
going
been
with?
compared to many rock legends, and Bono is just one of them.
What about legendary Chiefs quarterback Steve Bono? I know.
Oh, it was Bono.
No.
Yeah, it was Bono.
Sonny Bono, no longer with us.
Yeah, he gone. The NBA season is heating up, and there are still so many unknowns. Like if the Bulls can get back on track and give us a little, we'll be talking about that here in a little bit. But when I am looking to get in on the action, I bet with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. And new customers can bet just $5 pregame money line on any NBA team to win their game. If you do, you get $150 in free bets if they do. Now, check this out. Right now, everyone can earn up to a 100% boost with DraftKings stepped-up same-game parlays. If you go to DraftKings Sportsbook app, place a same-game parlay and combine multiple bets like team will win, total rebounds, and more. The more legs you add, the bigger the boost, the bigger your shot to win big. Like, I wish I would have gone on last night and said Devin Booker will score 51 points in 3 quarters. I don't know if that was I would have had I placed that. If you download the app now, sign up with the code CHEO, place $5 pregame moneyline bet on any NBA team to win their game and get $150 in free bets if they do. That's code CHEO, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See the show notes for details. All right.
Very good.
It's finally time, Luke. It is time for Taking Care of Business, powered by ComEd. This is our weekly award winner. In the past, it's mostly been Bears. We did award it to Marian Hossa. Today, we are giving it to our first Chicago Bulls recipient, and our Taking Care of Business award winner for the week is Coby White, the Bulls guard. He scored 14 points on 4 of 7 from 3 in last Wednesday's big win over the Bucks. And then he scored 15 points on 3 of 5 from 3 in Monday's win over Utah, including some big buckets down the stretch. He is making the three-pointers that the rest of the team just simply isn't, and they really need three-point shooting right now. The Bulls ranked 28th out of 30 teams with 10.2 three-pointers made a game. Just awful. But, I mean, it's just not a great rate. And the Bulls are last in 3 points attempted at just 28.9 per game. That just needs to improve. And, like, I will say this to you, Luke. Coby did, in those 2 games that I just mentioned, he did what Zach LaVine has not been doing. And, like, I'll go ahead and say that.
No, I mean, Zach LaVine's been disappointing this season. I don't know if it's the injury that he had. I mean, he missed the first game of the season. I don't know if that's what it is, but and they missed ball desperately. And we said it before the season even started. When they found out he was having knee surgery, and you can't ever count on him playing in a Bulls uniform ever again. And that's a guy who also was a good three-point shooter. So it's like Coby White is the guy they need to hit these three-pointers. And he's also a guy they're talking about trading. He's not
the most consistent guys, and he has his games where he's great, and he has his games where he's not. But to see him step up and actually kind of win, I mean, those were 2 really – they beat Milwaukee, they beat Utah. You feel like, okay, maybe things are a little bit better. But at least Coby White is doing it. I mean, when we talk about Zach LaVine and, those Bulls guys and the NBA super fans will say, look, this is what a guy with Zach LaVine's track record is worth, $215 million. But that's all well and good. I understand like how the economics of sports work. But please, for the love of God, just step up and hit some three-pointers like down the stretch here. Like that's what I want to see from Zach.
If you're Max LaVine, you need to be taking care of business. And right now it's Coby White taking care of business. That's it.
Absolutely. As we close out this show, Luke, the Bulls, they're coming off a 132-113 loss at Phoenix. And look, it's not the end of the world. Phoenix is the best team in the league right now. They are a great team. Devin Booker is a superstar. DeAndre Ayton is a superstar. And they're doing this without, Cam Johnson, without Chris Paul. It's pretty freaking impressive. So it's not the end of the world, but I think people kind of around the league are starting to catch on at the deficiencies this Bulls roster has, and starting to look at what AK and Mark Eversley did and say, well, you know what, maybe this plan really isn't working. It's time to blow it up. It's time to rebuild. It's time for them to tank and get a shot at that top pick. This is it's like the NHL draft with Victor Wembanyama. He can change things in a big way, just like Connor Bedard would for the Hawks. But the Bulls right now, they have to send their top pick to the Orlando Magic if it doesn't land in the top 4. So if you tank, you lose that lottery, like, what's the point? So where are you at with this, Luke?
I'm starting to lean towards the tank because if they're lucky enough to get top 4 and can hang on to it, they're in basketball hell right now. That's the problem. They sign Levine. They have a bunch of aging, not superstar, but very, very good players, maybe even sometimes all-star players. They don't have superstar players. You don't win in the NBA without a superstar on your team or 2 superstars on your team. So, the problem with the draft is it's not easy to get the guy right. It's not easy to get that draft pick. Maybe this is an easier time, but what are the chances you're going to get it? I just think they don't have much of a choice. You can't keep running this back.
I will say, like, their severe lack of draft capital just hurts them.
Too many tanks going on right now. It's the Bears are tanking. The Hawks are tanking. I don't know what the Cubs are doing. The White Sox, whatever.
Yeah, we can't do it.
Home of the tank.
So, reminder, here's the graphic. Bulls against New York.
CHGO Bulls take over. The vibes are going to be immaculate. I know that it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to this. I love that it's on. Our first one is on a Friday night because you're going to get out party. I'm going to be there. I don't know if you guys are showing up or not, but other CHGO personalities will be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't been to a Bulls game in a while, in a minute, probably since before the pandemic. So I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, I haven't been to a Bulls game, and I don't even remember the last Bulls game I was at.
Peck and Big Dave alone would be worth the vibe of going on that trip and on the trolley, right? Like Peck will have that bus rocking with excitement.
Yeah, and maybe literally.
It's gonna be fun. Make sure you get that.
Literally rocking.
And you get 20% off of it. Which, like, if you get 20% off of this, and then you get your free shirt, you're already you're more than half of the way there to proving the value of your membership. So check that out. I think it's a pretty cool membership program. And the tailgate.
Yep.
All another 20% off.
Merch.
Yeah. Merch. All right. Thanks for joining us on this edition of the CHGO podcast. We will be back next Thursday in studio, as my grandmother would say, Lord willing. And we'll see everyone then. Thanks for joining us.
See ya.